Copilot for Microsoft 365 is now available for all businesses. So when Copilot for Microsoft 365 was first announced back in November of last year, it was just available for the largest businesses, but now it's available for everyone. You can buy one seat of Microsoft 365 or Copilot for Microsoft 365. So let's talk a little bit about that, what the announcements are, what the different types of Copilots are, and how you can get some efficiencies out of Microsoft 365 Copilot right away. So these are the primary Microsoft Copilot products that are out there. So there's just Copilot, which is the search capability that you can now run internally. So you can do your own Bing searches with using the GPT-4 model in the background, and it will just search the internet, but it won't actually share the prompts with the outside world. So you can do a secure search within your organization. Copilot for Microsoft 365, which we'll talk more about. Copilot for sales, so this is integrated with the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Sales or Salesforce as an option for you to be able to create efficiency in your sales organization. Copilot for Service, which is integrated with Microsoft 365 Dynamics Customer Service, where you can gain tremendous efficiency by being able to automate components of your customer service and support functions. There's Security Copilot available, and then there are a number of development tools as well. Copilot Studio, which is more of a configuration tool for Copilot. GitHub Copilot, which helps your developers, and then Azure AI Copilot, which is really the ability to extend Copilot in a variety of different ways on top of the Azure platform. So there's a lot of different tools out there. It is a little bit confusing. And my goal here is to share a little bit more about what you should jump into right away. So let's talk about this Copilot for Microsoft 365 announcement. So what this does is it brings Copilot capability to a variety of different solutions within Microsoft 365 in particular. So namely, what it does is it provides that large language model capability inside Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Outlook, PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and OneNote as well. So this is available now as an add-on to your Microsoft 365 plan, and it's $30 per user per month. So it can be added on to any of these plans. So for businesses up to 300 users, you have the Microsoft 365 standard or premium plans, and for businesses with more than 300 users, you have the 365 E3 or E5 licenses, and here's what those can contain as well. So that's a little bit about what's out there, but how can you take advantage of it? So this year, we're calling it the year that AI turns into ROI. So what are some of the ways that you can gain efficiency or be able to do more with this new capability? So I just got my hands on Copilot for Microsoft 365, and I've been using it now for about a week. And there really are some tremendous opportunities here for you to save time and create some efficiencies within your business. So one of the main places you can do that is note-taking. So using Teams, you can now record any kind of Teams meeting that you have, and you will get a box showing the recording with checkpoints in the middle of it to be able to identify chapters. You can identify who's speaking at various different times within the recording as well. And you get a summarized report of what happened during that meeting. And it's not just every single word, but actually the key points that were made during the meeting. And it also tracks your action items. So if you say, I need to take an action item on this, and Bob, I need you to follow up on this particular item, it will actually track that and then bring it to the surface in your recording summary. So instead of having people joining meetings just to take notes now, you can use the power of Microsoft Copilot within Teams to be able to really do a great job of doing this. So we've been using this in conversations with Microsoft over the past couple months now. And whenever I have a conversation with them, they will tell me, And about 3 minutes after the meeting, I will send you the notes from the meeting and the summary of the meeting. And we'll have action items. I'll have the ability to look at the recording. I'll know who talked and when, so I can go find a particular subject within the hour-long recording if I need to do it. I'll have a recording or a note about all the action items that are out there. And so this is a tremendous option for you to be able to gain efficiency. And because this was coming out, we actually looked as we were going into our budget for this year and decided to decrease the number of new admins we were planning to add to the organization, because now we can have our admins do more because they don't have to come to meetings and take notes anymore. We can use the power of AI to be able to capture these keynotes in these meetings that we have. So that's one place where you can take advantage of this right away. Another place is Teams chat. So now within Microsoft Teams, if you go into the chat area at the top, you will have the ability to chat with a new person, new entity called Copilot. And this is like a very, very powerful search capability that you can have now. So over time, Microsoft Teams and SharePoint, their search has been okay, well, not very good in the beginning, okay, decent, and it's gotten pretty good over the past few years. But this is a generational leap in terms of your ability to find things within your own Teams or SharePoint tree of data. So I started using it last week. We just changed dental providers, dental healthcare providers, or dental insurance providers this year. So I asked Copilot, who's our new dental provider? And it was able to answer that question. Even though we've had 3 or 4 different dental providers over the years, it knew, without anyone putting anything in there, who our 2024 dental provider was. And then I asked, what do I need to do to get my new dental card? And it was able to answer that question as well, too. So this is normally something that our team members need to ask questions about or dig around in our team site to try to be able to find the answer. So this is just scratching the surface of the kind of questions you can ask. I can also ask it, who does this person within the organization report to? It will tell me who that person reports to, where they're located, what they do. So again, you can find that information other ways, but now you can ask for it in just a natural language capability, which is will save a lot of time and a lot of frustration. One of the things when I check in with new team members and ask them how it's going, one of the things I've heard over the years is, it's going really well, but one of the things that's frustrating is I can't find stuff. And now they're going to be able to just chat and be able to ask those questions and be able to get the answers that they need. So if you think about how that can have an impact on your business, then you also think about, what can we do for our external customers as well? And that's where the Copilot for customer service comes in, and the ability to enable bots so you can ask questions of your knowledge base, of your support data, and your clients can get answers to those questions without having to interact with one of your support team members. So this is a huge opportunity for investing in a better approach to be able to allow your clients to be able to solve problems more quickly. So putting a chatbot or a virtual agent out on your portal, now instead of you having to say, when they ask this, give them this answer, you can give them a database and let the power of the large language model and Copilot be able to give them the answer. So I've used some bots from a variety of different, airlines and phone systems and over the past year or two, and I found it kind of disappointing. They can answer some questions, what are your hours, basic things like that. But whenever I try to ask something more complicated, I usually can't get a good answer. But now they don't even have to program all the answers in. They can use the power of Copilot to be able to get the answers to them. So these are a few different ways that you can start taking advantage of Copilot to really save you money as you get further into 2024. So if you have any questions about how licensing works or what you can do to save money, we're happy to have more conversations with you. So reach out to your client success manager or sales exec, or drop us a note, and we're happy to see how we can help.